I am so happy, you guys! There's a new member of the family now. You know Paula. Let me introduce you to Petey.
It's Some Guy Who Could, starring Brett Picorni. Featuring Brett Picorni. Guest stars on the show include Sal, Peppy, and the lovely Paula. Today's episode brought to you by Brett Picorni.
Not sure if you remember, but recently I had a contest. See if you could spot Sal and Peppy in each of my episodes before the live show, you would win a mystery prize. I know I made it seem like only one person could win the prize. However, I did make sure that everyone who posted the locations of Sal and Peppy in all the episodes during the live cook received the prize. So what was the prize? Congratulations go out to Amber and to Virgil. They both won the opportunity to tell me what I would cook on my show. Today I'm doling out the first prize. So Amber, aka oh there you are Peter, this one's for you. Today we're making pasta carbonara. So what do we need for that? Well, we need some pasta and some really hot water for the pasta. We're also going to need garlic, some eggs, Parmesan cheese, chopped onion because we're doing this Brett style, some peas because again, Brett style, and probably most important of all, bacon. Now this bacon, I learned the hard way why low sodium bacon is so cheap. Luckily, that's an easy problem to fix, just add a little sodium. Now the first thing we're gonna do is chop up this bacon into little bits. You need a nice sharp knife to do that. Bacon can be difficult, so a sharp knife or some shears. Luckily, Petey is as sharp as they come. I know because I shaved myself with him earlier. Just to clarify, I shaved my knuckle to see if I could. So here we go, we're gonna chop this bacon up. Look at that, easy peasy. Right on through it. And look at that, the bacon all chopped nice into bits. It's gonna fry up real good. Growing up, we would always chop bacon to put in the stuffing for Thanksgiving, and we had some older knives. They weren't the sharpest, but they worked. The problem was with bacon, we had a heck of a time doing it. So we started using kitchen shears. That made a world of difference. But like I said, if you get a good sharp knife like Petey or Paula, no problem. I'll give you a link to Petey in the description down below. In the meantime, let's also get this onion. We're gonna do a nice coarse chop. The reason I say coarse is because I want larger pieces of the onion. I don't want it to melt away. So again, using your knuckle, go ahead and guide it. Cut right on through. Look at that. Petey, you're a champ. I love you too, Paula. I swear, Paula, it's nothing against you. I still love you and I'm still gonna keep using you. It's just this is Petey's first episode. It's his debut. He needs to shine a bit. You can share a little bit of the spotlight, right? Kiss and make up. All right, Petey, let's finish this onion. And to the trash you go! Let's try this again. Alright guys, we got our noodles boiling, we got the bacon going. Now we're going to separate the yolks from the whites of the eggs. Alright guys, the pasta's all done, it's draining, the bacon is, well, it's ready, so I'm going to take that off the heat here. Some recipes call for oil, but got plenty of grease in the bacon here. My eggs are separated into whites and yolks. I'm gonna save the whites for later when I make meringue, future episode. The yolks, however, will be used to creamify this carbonara. I also saved a little bit of the pasta water to help cream it up if I need it. You shouldn't, but just in case. So while this pan is hot, let's go ahead and get these onions in here. Ploopity ploop! Just, I love that sizzle. We don't really need to add any oil, guys, because there's plenty of bacon grease there, and that's what I call flavor. Look at those onions sweat! I'm gonna put a lid on it just to help that heat stay in. Now, one thing we do want to do while those onions are cooking, while everything's going, get yourself these egg yolks and some of this Parmesan cheese, and just wrap it on in there, and we're gonna cream them together, okay? And it's going to be gloopy, but that's to be expected. We also want to add just a little bit of these egg whites. Boop. You can use a whisk, but a fork does just fine with this. Like I said, just mix it up and beat it as good as you can and eyeball it with the cheese, okay? A good couple big pinches ought to do. Right about this texture here is what we're looking for. this will cream real well into that pasta once we add it. All right, so our onions are getting good and caramely here. That's what I wanted. Now to add in the garlic. That was a less eventful flute than I hoped for. But listen to that sound. And as that's going on, I'm actually going to turn off the heat now. This is cast iron, so it'll hold a lot of that heat pretty well, but I don't want it to be hot enough to really fry these eggs. We more of want to temper them, you know? So we got that good heat, we got that good oil content. The garlic and the onion is cooked up pretty well. Time to add in the peas real quick. Now peas really don't need much time to cook here, so just about as soon as I get them in there and stir them around, I'm then going to add my noodles. Just a quick piece of bacon. All right, last one. Look at that. And here it comes, here it comes. Now we mix in the noodles. We want to coat them with all that bacon fat. That's oh goodness, they're a little stuck. That's okay, we'll just kind of pull them apart, mix them around with onions and garlic and peas. They're still pretty hot, so that's a good thing. They'll be good for cooking those eggs. You know what, you might want to grab a fork to help toss this around a bit too. Just a reminder guys, I'm just cooking for me here, so every now and then you'll see me kind of reach in with my hands. That's not something you want to do if you're cooking for other people. I know professional chefs right now are screaming when they see me do that. And those of you worried about COVID and stuff, like I said, this is just for me. If you're cooking for other people, don't touch it with your hands. Wear gloves if you have to, or just, like I said, grab a fork so you can toss like this. Now, these are pretty well coated and fairly well mixed, so I'm going to start mixing in the egg mixture, okay? I want to mix it well, so we're going to do it a little bit at a time. Good thing this stuff is still hot. Now this residual heat, all this heat is going to cook the eggs without curdling them. We don't want scrambled eggs in our carbonara, we just want it to become a delightful, delicious sauce. And if we have to add a little more oil at the end, we can, but like I said, we got plenty from that bacon grease. And remember, these egg yolks and a little bit of egg white are mixed with Parmesan cheese. There's a lot of flavor going in here. Alright guys, and that is almost it. We still got a couple more things to take care of here. I feel like it's plenty creamy, but it could definitely use some more cheese. I know that might seem like a lot, but I'm a big fan of Parmesan, especially in carbonara. And last but not least, we can't forget the bacon. Bacon ploop, best kind of ploop. And I'm just gonna get a nice little forkful here to try. Alright, maybe it's not a little forkful, but regardless, I'm excited. That is darn good. I will, however, add a little bit of salt, a little bit of pepper, and, as strange as it may sound, a hint of vanilla bean olive oil. Give it one more good stir here, and it should be good to go. And time for one more taste. Bottoms up. That is positively delightful. Alright, now clearly I did not go to culinary school and thus do not know how to plate very well, but hey, this still looks pretty darn good to me. Like I said, no culinary school. I'm not a professional chef. I'm just some guy who cooks. And cooks pretty well for that matter. But anyway, guys, I want you to do something for me. I want you to hit like, I want you to hit subscribe, and I want you to hit share. Oh, and leave plenty of comments too. Not only will I be grateful, but so will Paula and Petey. Do us all a favor. Oh, I'm sorry, that came off threatening. Anyway, guys, I'm gonna make an ugly carbonara sandwich, and I guess I'll see y'all next time. Congrats again, Amber! Oh.